I am back here today to share with you guys a new machine that I purchased very recently. I know I have been missing in action for the longest time. There's a lot of stories behind it, but I am here just to show you guys new things that I just fell in love with. I am showing this in request from Lhey, who is the sweetest lady on MommyLhey. She asked me to show you guys very short videos on how Brothers scan and cut machine works. And if you guys see this creations here, this cute collections there, those are actually from MommyLhey's newest digitals images that you can actually purchase in her website. I'm gonna link her information down below if you have not known her. She also has amazing little bits subscriptions. She has so many amazing things. So it is just my privilege to show you guys the thing that I do with her digi. So I just purchased the digi and I printed. I just fit it on half page of a sticker paper. This is a sticker paper and this is the Brothers scan and cut machine that I just purchased. I am very new with the machine, so there are so many other YouTube tutorial available. If you guys want to look up at their tutorial first before making decisions. It is quite expensive, but I feel it really worth it. I'm a crafter that doesn't really like spending too much time on like the cutting and many things. So let's just go ahead and get started. Because I always try to find something that's the easiest, the fastest to do so. So let's start the machine on. I have attached this one is a sticky mat. Most of this cutting material is very similar. I think the only biggest differences with this one, it has the scanning capabilities, so I don't have to bother with using computer or some of those technical stuff. I don't really know a lot about computer as much, so I like to use this, and because it's just very simple, very quick, and very fast. If you can see this one, this is pretty much where the needle with the cutting material is. Depending on the depth, depending on the thickness of the material, then it changes the depth of and also the dullness, or the how sharp it is. So since I'm gonna cut the sticker paper that I have there, I'm gonna just use just a little bit over 2 there. Just put it back there. In terms of the setting, I don't really change much from what the manufacturer already set it. Let me show you guys what. Oh, sorry, that one was inside earlier. So that's pretty much. Let me see if I can show you guys. Let me move a bit closer. So for the setting, I don't really change much. This is the speed and the pressure. All of this one, I just keep it like that. So let's just go home for now. Oh, is it okay? And then there's 2 options. The pattern is pretty much the one that's already pre-installed, and there's actually scanning item. This is what we're gonna do next. They have so many different things. They also have, I think, the design center like the Cricut does. They also have the Wi-Fi capability. You have to purchase more stuff, I guess, with it if you'd like to do so. But this one is the sticky mat, so I have attached this sticker on it. I printed with my last laser printer, and I'm just gonna load up the machine and then just using that one. Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. So what we will do next, let me put it down for you guys so I don't move too much, is pretty much just hit the scan and then the rec cut, and then I'm just gonna use this. And you see this one, there's a recognition mode. You can actually switch it to black and white if you are only gonna use black and white, like if you have a stamp images, just paper, anything black and white. But if it's colored, then I use that one. And I'm just gonna hit start, and the machine is gonna scan, and they're gonna recognize it, and we'll check it out in a little bit. I hope the video is not gonna be too long. I tried to make this video many times, and since I have not made video for that forever, it takes me a long time. So, alright, so let me move it closer. So if you can see that one, you know, I'm gonna use just, well, I do have the, I just cannot find the pointer, so I'm just gonna use a pen. And this is actually from MommyLhey's Little Bit as well, and it does work beautifully. So in this one, I'm just gonna make the area a bit more focused on that. So it just takes a few seconds, but it definitely save you so much time. You know, once you set up everything, you can let the machine work. You can do anything else that you need to do. By the time you come back, the machine already done cutting the image that you want. So let me move a bit closer. So if you can see that, sorry, I'm gonna be a bit of shaky here. You can actually focus, or you can actually zoom it in. You see sometimes there's some area, I mean, it's not perfect. There's some area that they cut like this, there's nothing in there, but I think maybe there's, you know, some dirt or something that the image or the scanner think that there's an item. There's definitely imperfections on it, but I still believe that it works. You can see this one, this area, I don't know what they're cutting, but again, it doesn't really bother me, especially if I use transparent sticker. It doesn't really matter as much, you know, for me, but it really does, you know, I recognize so many of these images. So let's just exit it out. And then if you want more, you know, like if you think that the image doesn't really cut well enough, you can actually increase the color recognitions, and then you can just hit that one again. And you know, some of the images that is pretty light, they can recognize it then and make it even more detailed. But if you're happy with how it was before, then you can keep it as is. It just takes a few seconds. Alright, so I mean, you know, it's pretty similar otherwise. So if you're okay, then hit okay. This one here is one of the most interesting part. If you like the outline exactly on the black, let me show you there. If you want to cut it exactly on the black line, then you pick there's zero outline. But if you want a border, then you add. I usually put 0.04 for the border. If you like to cut it inside the black line, you can actually do negative, and they'll cut it inside of the black line, which is so interesting. You pretty much can pick however you want, but this is what we are gonna stay with. I love this idea of the border, and when you like it, then hit OK to process, and then it'll give you an estimation time to cut it. Well, I bet there's an option to draw as well, so it'll give you about 4 minutes to cut it. So let's just go ahead and start it. And the machine will cut by itself. So this is what the time that you can just leave the machine by itself, and you can do anything. You know, you can walk outside and do some other things, or talk with your friends on the phone or something like that. Well, that's not important. So let me, well, I know the machine is quite loud. It's really late now here in the evening. Let me see if I can show you this. How the machine cut. It is very delicate, and it's just amazing. I am just so happy with the purchase. Let me show you guys. Maybe let me show you guys what I had made as well earlier. So if you see that paper here, I tried earlier with just a regular piece of paper, and you can see here, this is everything that I cut just with one piece of paper like that. There's so many different images there, and you can see here, if you want a different size from, you know, however sizes, the machine can cut it. And you can see all of this one has a border, and they cut beautifully. I think the whole page earlier took about like 7 minutes, and I just leave the machine, and the machine just work its magic. Yes, there is some imperfection sometimes. You can see this one, you know, they sometimes doesn't really recognize it, or if there's any dirt and things like that, they don't cut it well. But you know, like this one for example, I am not quite sure why, but the machine cut this. But if you look at the smaller one, the machine doesn't cut the part of the t-shirt here, and they're fine with it. This one, in the beginning I tried, it cut really well, but somehow it doesn't really cut well. So yes, there is some imperfections on this, but I mean, it really, you cannot, you know, beat this one. Look at this, it even can cut this one to the perfection. I mean, it's really nice. I am just so excited. So you see this card, this is the biggest, and then the largest, the medium one, the smallest, the flower. They cut everything beautifully. Let me show you guys another example. I'm sorry, I'm shaky. Let me see if I can put you down for a bit, and then I'll show you guys a little bit more, okay? This one. Sorry, it's very loud, but I hope it can help to show you guys what we can do in there. That's another one that I'll show you guys in a little bit. So this one here earlier, I did make it already. This one here, if you guys can see, so this one here is the cut using the same one that I am working right now. So this is a clear cut with the transparent clear backing. So if you guys can see that it cut really well. Oh, that's done already. By the time my video is not done, the machine has done the job to cut it. So you can see that it's super nice. That's if you have a transparent background, and that's what it, you know, this is all of it. It only takes seconds, like in minutes only, to cut it. Like this one here, I can just pull it out. So let's say there is some imperfections on it. If you use just a clear or transparent, it doesn't really shows. You know, well, sorry, I wasn't careful when I peel it off. But like this one here, see? Oh guys, it is so beautiful and it's super nice. There's some part of it earlier today that I tried, and I used a white sticker, and not the transparent, and you can see, I mean, it did beautiful. But even if it's not perfect, but I mean, it's still beautiful. Let me show you the rest of this one that I did earlier. You can even see the cutting line there. If they get messed up, like this one get connected, you can see that they get connected, which is weird. You can just cut it. I mean, it's very simple. You can just do that one very easily. But all of this, oh my goodness, oh, they cut it, and then you pretty much, it saved you guys a ton of time. And they're very nice. But I do a part of me like the transparent, just because it's not really visible if you make a mistake, I think, when you cut it. So let's check out the one that we did just now. So that's pretty much the one that we just did. I'm just gonna unload the mat, and then I say okay. Are you sure you want to get out? Yeah, I say okay. And then let's see how it is with this one here. So this is the one that we just did. If you guys can see that all of those cutting line, there is some overlap, there's some weird, oh sorry, where's my hand? There's some weirdness there, but I mean, it's still okay. You know, again, especially when this is a trans. I hope this one I use the right. I hope I use the right thing. Yes, there you go. See, you cannot see, even if it's earlier like that, you cannot see it. And look how beautiful is this. This is the cutest ever. It's so nice. It's just beautiful. I'm just gonna randomly select something, and I'll show you guys how gorgeous is this. This is so nice, super nice. I hope you guys can see it. I hope it's really clear. So there are a lot of things that you can do with this machine. One of the other thing that I would like to show you guys, well, I hope, you know, pretty much every single one of this is being cut. If you want the paper again that I showed you guys earlier, you can cut it. And this is just a regular, you know, white cardstock. I printed out, and it cuts beautifully, and it's really fast. It's very convenient. All of this is just a, you know, piece of paper that I cut it earlier. Oh, sorry, it takes so long. One last thing I would like to show you guys is this is the one that I just did. I pretty much just type words with just a computer and a different size of font, and the machine cut it. It cut it beautifully. And in this one here, what I did, I just colored it using Copic color, and you can see, you guys can use this for your planner, and it just make your work so much easier. You can print so many of this, and you can just color it with, you know, whatever color of the week that you pick. So I hope it really helped to give you guys some insight on what this machine can do. And please, you know, go and check out MommyLhey, Lhey's collections. So you will come up with even more amazing collections. I know she has a lot of idea to come, and I cannot wait to see every one of them. So that is it. Let me show you guys one more time here, and I wish you guys a very great weekend, and thank you very much for stopping by. I'm so sorry it takes very long, I guess, this video, but I wish you guys the best in everything. Enjoy your lovely weekend with your family and your loved one, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for coming by. We'll see you. Take care. Bye bye.